Hello! Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. So today we're taking a look into your future self and seeing how you can utilize your higher self at this time to better set yourself up in the future, if you will, or make your future self really happy. So we have 3 piles. You can see pile 1, the Star Seeker Tarot. Pile 2, the Centennial edition of the Wade deck, the version from the author or from the illustrator, and then the Wonderland Tarot, pile 3. So you can pause the video if you need a couple of extra minutes to make your pick, but I always say just go with the very first thing that you see, whatever catches your eye first, just go with that. So we're gonna get right into it. Pile 1, using the Star Seeker Tarot, little pocket edition, looking into your future self. So with pile 1, you are in the process of overcoming some sort of really difficult pain or some sort of hardship. You recently went through some sort of betrayal. Someone could have really stabbed you in the back. So we had the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands just like flipped out. And then as I was taking them, there was another card that kind of wanted to come with them, but I decided not to take it. And that was the Three of Swords. So then I see this energy here. It's like you are finally coming out of this, reaching a breaking point, like reaching a space where you finally start to feel okay, finally start to feel like yourself, getting back out there again in the sense of like getting outside and doing the things that you really enjoy again. So this could have been in regards to something within your family, like you've had to go through some sort of very hurtful or painful ending or loss within your family. You could have had like someone pass away. I had my mom pass away this year, so that like instantly popped into my head. So it could have been something like that with this energy here, like a loss of a grandparent, something significant that kind of like rocked the whole family. And it's like people are just starting to kind of like heal, and like you specifically in particular are just starting to get to a more even ground. Or you starting to feel like yourself again, starting to have the strength to, get back out there and do the things that you really enjoy. after going through some sort of really hard loss or some sort of painful ending. Or it also could have been like someone in your family betrayed you, or you went through some sort of unexpected heartbreak, something that you never thought would happen because it's like someone that you really trusted or depended on. So it like really reshaped your perception of like love and family and trust, and it's like you're just starting to get to like a healthier place or a better place after going through a really painful period, or really like just a period of like some sort of separation, having to separate something being kind of like taken from you and having to really go through the emotions and process it. So that's kind of like what's going on in the past. You're just coming out of some sort of intense heartbreak in regards to like your family situation. And now things are starting to move forward again. So we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's like, even, okay, so say it was some sort of like grief within the family. It's like people are all starting to come together again and like rebuild together. It's like multiple different people coming together to like put the broken pieces back together and kind of like start to heal together, starting to move forward again. Um, there's also this energy to where like say this happened in regards to like your family, so it's people that you were connected to or depended on or in relation to or around in some way. It's like you shared something together, some sort of trauma or bond or something all together. And the thing that's like helping you to come out of this and move forward is so we also have the Two of Pentacles. So it's like you're finally able to move forward, is like someone coming through that you can like lean on emotionally, open up to, someone that you can trust, someone that is going to be really empathetic or like understanding, um, as far as like what has happened here. So it's like there's an opportunity moving forward to like rebuild, put the pieces back together, open up to someone new after going through some sort of major loss, ending, heartbreak, backstabbing, sabotage type of energy, or it could have been just like an unexpected loss that rocked the whole family system. Like I was saying, it affected like everyone's involved's ability to take care of themselves, and so it made you have to like go within and focus on yourself in a way to like rebuild. And at the same time you were having to like go through the loss or the emotions, like mourn the situation, like whatever happened, there was some sort of like ending, or I keep hearing there could have been some sort of like death, energetically or like literally. Um, so you went through this intense cycle of emotions, or you could be going through that right now as a period of like shedding the tears and actually letting the emotions out, expressing the loss. So it's like through this process, you're going to, as you start to put the broken pieces back together and open yourself up to life and new experiences. And like I said, it's like putting yourself out there in the sense of going back out and doing the things that you really enjoy. So like if you really like getting out in nature or like doing certain things, then it's like getting back out there and doing that again, even if it's just by yourself or with yourself, to be really healing here. And then that's like one way to kind of call in someone who's going to be on the same vibration as you, or be really understanding as to what you're going through. Like, yeah, it's like once you're ready to step back out there, step back out into the light or into the sun, and um, like breathe fresh air again, it's kind of sending out a signal to the universe that like you're ready to open up to something new, or you're ready to move into the next phase or the next chapter. And that's whenever things start shifting and moving again, and you're able to like balance things out and call in something that you really want or that you really need. It's like now that this has happened, it's like you could need someone emotionally to lean on, if you don't have the same support system that you had before, or yeah, you can't lean on the people around you the way that you could before. It's like something happened here where you had to like grow into this new stage, and it was this really uncomfortable process, and you really had to mourn the way that things were before. But now, as you're healed and ready to come out the other side of this and ready to explore and like take on new things, go for new adventures, put yourself back out there again, then yeah, it's like you call in someone who's very grounded, very authoritative, very not overly emotional or like overly swayed by their emotions, so they're able to be like your rock or like just what you need in the situation. So you could have, it's like you're either just transitioning out of some sort of pain and heartbreak and just meeting someone new, like really unexpectedly, that's very emotionally in alignment with you, or you have already met someone new and now you're being kind of tested again. It's like, okay, you went through this whole process, you grew through it, you were able to overcome and call in someone new or meet someone more in alignment with you. And now that you have what you need or what you want, or this sort of support, it's like, are you going to, there could be certain things, we have the devil, so there could be certain things coming in to kind of like sway you or tempt you back to the way that things were before, or sway you back into like that more the healing energy, or sway you into like a more low vibrational, like try and swindle you back into a connection that you were involved in when you were younger that was like really painful for you, or you feel like all these weird signs or just like energy messing with you, trying to kind of lead you back to some sort of situation where you and another person um, had some sort of like trauma bond together, or you went through a lot of like really painful things, or you experienced a lot of painful things together, and it's like going back there kind of like brings you back to like a dark place. So there's like an opportunity to like kind of go back and connect with the people that you have like those trauma bonds with, or that are more familiar and comfortable. um but there's some sort of like energy about that where it's like something tempting you or drawing you into like a more low vibrational energy to kind of like put you back in that darker place, or in that mourning period, or in that like really painful place that you were in, or an opportunity to then move forward, choose something new, choose someone that's going to be more in alignment with you emotionally and be able to like offer you what you would need emotionally. So it's like you have the option here as far as like how you're going to proceed in the situation. So you have a choice. And the world was kind of wanting to come out with the devil too. So it's like you have the free will in the situation, but spirit is advising you that you have already learned everything that you need to learn in regards to this cycle. It's like there's nothing more for you. There's no more shadow work for you to do. There's nothing more for you to do in this dark place, or in this. It's like you will always carry like your inner child and the things that you went through, or you experienced. Like you'll always carry these things with you. Throughout your life, where over time, and you can learn to kind of like alchemize that and heal that. It's like we're always learning lessons in regards to that. But as far as like actually staying in that place energetically, or continuing to give your power away to something that put you in that energy in the first place, um, even if it's just to keep certain connections with certain people, like certain family members and stuff like that. It's like as far as actually staying in that place, or in that darker, lower place, there's no more lessons for you to learn there. It's like you're just repeating cycles that you don't need to. Um, you're ready to like step into the new or step into the unknown, but it's really, really scary here. To end one cycle, it feels like you're free falling into like nowhere or nothing, and you don't know exactly what's going to come next. But there's a really beautiful opportunity in front of you, and that could be what's so scary. It's almost like uh, being afraid to leave one, like, demon, if you will, or like abandon one demon because you're afraid you'll attach yourself onto another or something. Or it's like that saying of like, don't leave the frying pan and jump straight into the fire. Like, you're afraid that like if you leave like one bad situation or fully remove yourself from one bad situation, that you could then end up in something like worse. Or there's some sort of like fear mindset that could be like limiting you or kind of holding you back or holding you down from being able to have that courage to just confidently jump and see what's on the other side, or trust the experience and trust in spirit to kind of like guide you or help navigate you safely or into a safe place. But it's like you could have this really strong desire to do so because it feels really, really good to like get back into yourself, or there's this energy of like you're just starting to feel like yourself again, like I said. And so it's like this feels really good and you want to kind of keep going in this direction, but it's also really scary and really unknown. And it seems like it's going to be like so difficult and so hard. But it looks like there's a potential to have like a partner or someone to like lean on emotionally or kind of like share in the experience with, who is like already very established, very grounded, very structured. Like, not a lot is going to kind of like throw them off. And so it seems like a potential to have someone on your corner in your team who's going to be that like unwavering support that you kind of need after everything that you've been through. Yeah, someone who will just like unconditionally love you or like understand, or be like that stable figure to be able to like help guide you or ground you, so you don't get like too close to the sun or then end up like in the fire, like you or could be afraid, right? So it's this energy of just like it's just what you need. You just have to have the confidence to step into the unknown or take some sort of risk or a leap of faith. Be willing to step out of one thing and into another. Be more comfortable and open to the experience of like not really knowing how things are going to look or how things are going to go. That could really help like build your trust and faith in spirit. Ooh, so we have this card, 40, 47. So it's like three skeletons all. It's like three wise men upside down. No, but it's like they maybe were wise men at one point or something, but so with this card, I don't know if you can see here, but the way their eyes are, really creepy. It's like all these people kind of like looking into your soul and like judging you. So this could be something to do with like your family and the Three of Swords energy. Um, it's like even if these people are kind of like watching you or judging you, or there's some sort of like weird vibes with some people from your past that used to be around you or used to be really close to you or used to have some sort of access to you, and now they like can't let it go. Or like I just heard like they could always feel as though like they know you or almost even own you, even though it's like it's over, it's gone, that part of your life is over, they're not a part of your life anymore, but they're still like watching you and judging you. And that could be something that like holds you down or holds you back. um but it's like, don't let a fear of like what other people from your past that are no longer serving you anymore, no longer part of your life in a positive way, like don't let their opinions hold you down or hold you back from something that could really fulfill you emotionally or make you really happy, or allow like their opinions or judgments or distortions to then come in and corrupt the way you see the new opportunities in front of you. So it's like you reject them before you even have the chance to experience it, which is like their intention with their energy and the way that they are. So it's like, don't let them win, or like don't give them what they want. Like have the faith and the courage and the trust to like step into something new, step into the unknown, take a risk. Know that spirit is going to help guide you and protect you. Yeah, you are very, very special, and people see you, see your value, and you're going to meet more people along your journey here who see you for who you are and what you bring to the table. um, there's this energy with this. It's like, uh, don't be afraid to like kick up dust, or you can just have this energy towards people like kick rocks, like you don't know me anymore, like I'm doing me. um, it's just a very like confidently moving forward, and um like literally kind of just like, my advice is never like shit on people from your past, but that's kind of what is going on in this card. But it's like realizing that you can energetically, in a sense, kind of leave them behind without worrying about what they think, and be like on to better things type of energy, knowing you are a prize, you are a catch. You're going to find people who see you for you, and treat you like you're like a valuable person, because they genuinely will value like your connection and comfort. um, okay, real quick, I wanted to get some zodiac signs that could be relevant for you in the next, um, we'll say like 3 months or so, just like in the next future, um, in regards to like zodiac signs to look out for confirmation that you're kind of going in the right direction, or just new people and opportunities coming towards you in your future. So we have Earth, Fire, Earth, Moon in Taurus, Ace of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Eight of Earth, Sun in Virgo. So yeah, King of Earth, Earth and Fire, Six of Earth, Moon in Taurus, Ace of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Eight of Earth, Sun in Virgo. So we have all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus and Virgo all coming through. So fire signs and earth signs could be confirmation for you, or those could be some new people that you're coming in contact with, or someone. Those signs could present some sort of opportunity for you. It could be like a job opportunity or something. Those are just what you should look out for, as confirmation that you're going in the right direction in the next few months. The bridge the gap. Communication. Walking across a bridge is easier than treading through water. Viewing both sides of a situation can create compassion and clarity. You're being asked to reach common ground to see both points of view. Nature of the mystic, wisdom. You have the knowledge and ability to embody the mystical aspects of who you are. Take the enlightened path offered to instill leadership, teaching, and metaphysical qualities. So we have the ancient ones and Pachama. So I'm going to read both of those for you to close out the reading. The Ancient Ones are the shamans of the old who defeated death and escaped from the tyranny of time. The Ancient Ones walked the earth like us in flesh and bone. Now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. The Ancient Ones are inviting you to reach to the future to help birth a new destiny for the earth. Go ahead, find out who you are becoming 10,000 years from now. If you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew, because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. The Ancient Ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. So that's really fitting because, in the beginning, I was definitely picking up with this pile that there was some sort of like pain in the family, some sort of separation, something that kind of like rocked the whole family and like affected everybody. Could have been like some sort of a loss, betrayal, something that like divided people. So I'm going to read that last. The Ancient Ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. So it's very, very fitting. Pachama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all of her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation and our planet. Thanks to her, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachama. You are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. This invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service such as planting a tree, helping to save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. You still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden in Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. So if the scenario um, is true that like you lost like a family member or like a mother or grandmother or something happened, that could, explain why you are having this difficult um, kind of like back and forth of emotions within yourself, of feeling like you don't have that support. So, this is here to remind you that you can lean on spirit, your own, like the spirits of the people you knew in your life around you, or spirits that you believe in. Um, yeah, you can just call on the divine to help guide you or to help fill that void. And remember, what's important to us is important to spirit, because we are important to spirit. We're valuable. Um, and they're always working to bring to us the things that we need or that will make us really happy. Let me get one more card of advice for this pile. We have present and swamp in the reverse. So we have be mindful and look for beauty. So with the look for beauty in the reverse, there's something about, it's like be very mindful, because the thing that you really need is not going to show up exactly how you want it to. So don't kind of reject or repel the very thing that spirit is sending for you to be a comfort to you or to help lift you up in difficult times, or to be like that missing piece that you need. Again, is not going to look the way that you want or that you think that it should or that you would think that it would. So yeah, be really mindful, not to like judge something at first glance or initial reaction. Yeah, what you need is going to look very differently than you expect or you would want it to. So be open to allowing spirit to work with you and help you. So yeah, that's all I have for pile one. If you would like a more personal reading, you can use the link in the description. If not, I hope you have a really great day, and thank you so much for watching this far into the reading. Means so much to me. All right, pile 2. Using the Centennial edition. Whew. So the Fool just staying on the bottom of the deck, and then it just floated off, revealing the 3 of Wands. And then we have this 7 of Wands. So you could have a really strong desire to jump into something new or to start something new. But it's like you don't know where to go, or you're not sure how you're going to get there. When you start to like really think about what you need to do to get there, how you're going to get there, it's like you feel as though there's going to be like a lot of pushback, or like the people around you won't support your dreams, or like you doing what you need to do or going where you need to go to get to where you would like to be. This King of Wands, I feel like this is what you want. You want to be this King of Wands. So you have some sort of desire, something that you want to like jump into and start for yourself. You have this energy of like, I don't care if nobody supports me or nobody thinks it's cool, like I'll just run away and go do it on my own. But then whenever you start to actually do that, you get like overwhelmed, scared. You don't know how to go about it, how to get there, how to bring all the things together. And then you start to think, like, as you kind of hesitate in that energy, you start to think more and more about like everyone's judgment, everyone's opinion, like everyone's pushback. And it kind of like stalls you out, or it makes you act like more impulsively or like immature. um it's like it makes you act in such a way to where then your actions don't reflect or aren't in alignment with where you want to be, and then that almost like validates the insecurity. um so like other people could have kind of like pushed like an energy off onto you that wasn't yours, that you will then kind of like take on whenever you hesitate, and then that energy then causes you to like self-sabotage or to act very impulsively and chaotically, or to be like overly led by your desires and not think super clearly and critically like the best way to approach things or to move forward. And so then things like kind of don't work out or they fall apart, and then that like validates those inner insecurities, or it validates like the critics of the people around you with such harsh judging opinions that like you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to get there, you don't have what it takes. So there's this energy of like needing to fully separate yourself from certain people or certain opinions or certain mindsets in order to be in a space to like actually be able to be successful and have like a true starting place. Because it's like if you stay where you're at right now, it's like you'll never be able to get off the ground because you're always taking on everyone else's energy, or you're so busy like combating everyone else's energy that then it forces you to like act out of alignment, act out of character, like do things impulsively in order to protect yourself, um, get kind of like heated up or defensive. So then it's like showing people around you that you're like not mature enough to be able to handle like the things that you want or to like go in the direction that you want or something. Um, so it's like there's this energy towards like if you have the confidence to just fully separate yourself from the situation and just go all out on your own, like it might look really crazy from the outside because it looks like you don't have anything to offer, or like you don't have anything to work from, or like um you don't have any resources or like a lot of knowledge, or you don't really know what you're doing, you don't have any way to protect yourself or defend yourself. But it's like that's, you have to start somewhere, you have to put yourself out there, just put one foot in front of the other and go in a certain direction and trust that that's the journey, and you're going to learn along the way, and you're going to gather knowledge and resources, information, connections, all the things that you need, you're going to get like along the way, and spirit is going to be there to help guide you and to help move you where you need to go. But you have to have the confidence to take that leap or to take that step and be able to separate yourself. So yeah, the Six of Swords in reverse, and then this like bonus card in reverse as well. So this is even further confirmation that it's like you right now, you're very held down and held back by the weight of other people's opinions around you. It could be like family or people that are older than you or people that you're dependent on in some way. Um, is like makes you feel like you're never going to be able to like be successful or to go out on your own and like do it on your own or have it on your own without them or without their support. You feel like you'll never be able to like fully grow up and do anything on your own. And then whenever you try to prove yourself, it comes across like you're just being like bratty or like throwing a fit or something. But everything is being assessed or judged through like everyone else's lens and everyone else's viewpoint, because everyone else's energy is so strong over you, and like they're pushing so much energy off on you that there's no room for you to even like breathe or exist as you naturally are. And so it's like whatever dreams or desires that you have, like you have the capabilities within you to manifest that for yourself and to get wherever you want. You just have to believe in yourself and believe in spirit to come in and be able to work with you and help assist you, um, and give you the tools that you need or the resources that you need. Trust that you have the capabilities to learn along the way in order to get to that position and then actually be qualified to, um, walk the walk. You're not just like talking the talk. Um, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and this like Lovers type of card in reverse. It's another bonus card. So again, it could be in regards to like certain family members make you feel like you aren't capable of creating a better scenario for yourself or a better situation for yourself, because they kind of like benefit by like having you around, and so they don't really want you to like fully separate yourself or go out on your own. And it also could be in regards to like certain relationships, or okay, it could be like friendships that are like overly idolize you to where then they don't want you to like break off and manifest like your own relationship or something. It's like they don't have boundaries, like they're kind of like too close to you. um so it's like blocking a lot more opportunities in your life than you realize. Or it could be actually relationships that you're involved in to where you don't realize, but those people are actually part of the offense, or yeah, part of like your haters, if you will, or people who are energetically working against you in order to keep you held down, or like not aware of your worth or how much you actually have to offer, how much you actually bring to the table. There's just like a lot of people around you that are threatened by or afraid of you being able to like step out and like be independent on your own, or like realize how capable you are on your own, or like how much you actually have to offer, how much you're actually worth. um, it could be like literally financially, or even in a job too. It could be like an employer in family, or like an employer in a relationship. There's something to where it's like you're getting kind of attacked on all sides. It could be all three. It's like your whole everything, everyone around you is like pushing weird energy off on you. Like everybody around you is capitalizing on you staying exactly where you are, in this energy of like acting really impulsively, making yourself look bad, always being really defensive. It's like then they have like a scapegoat. Like everyone around you always has someone to blame because you're easy to make look like the bad guy. They don't benefit from you being able to like step into your power and grow into the position that you're meant to be in, your status. Like you could feel within yourself that you're meant for more, and that this isn't who you truly are, and that is like your true self trying to come through and communicate with you that like something is wrong in the situation that you're in. So there's this need to just like totally fully separate yourself from everything and everyone, or just like totally be able to start over, jump in all new, be willing to venture totally out into the unknown with like no connections, no resources. It's like you don't know how you're going to do it, or where you're going to go, or how you're going to figure it out, but you have to trust in yourself and your inner capabilities and in spirit to be able to like guide you and lead you, and to know that this is just the beginning of the journey, and everything is going to kind of like change and unfold from here, and you're going to grow into a totally different person. You can have a totally different life. There's like this meme that's like you could have that a totally different life in 6 months. It just takes um, making certain changes right now, or dedicating yourself to, committing yourself to certain changes and adjustments right now. And then anyone in your life who is against that, or can't like fall into alignment with that and you wanting to better yourself, isn't someone who wants better for you. And it doesn't hurt to really reevaluate and re-question, why you would have certain people in your life that really don't want to see the best for you, or don't want to see you grow to everything that you're capable of, or see you flourish to. um, yeah, some people like really love us and care for us because they love and care, or they love like the power, or the like access, or the convenience of keeping certain people in like certain positions in their life. But then whenever you challenge that authority, or you come up against that, then it's like you'll see a whole nother side to them, um, that makes you feel as though you have to like defend yourself. And then whenever you do that, they kind of like turn it around on you to be like, oh, see, you're the problem. Like you're never going to be able to better yourself or change things because like you're the issue, not me. um, and then that like validates those inner insecurities, or it's like that inner belief that you kind of like belong in the position that you're in, or that there's like nothing that you can do about it to change it, or you don't have the capabilities to make something different for yourself, or have something different going for yourself in your life. But it's like you just have to be you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, or you can't be scared of like the unknown, or you can't be scared to fail. um you have to be willing to like take a risk, and yeah, see how things go, like try along the way. Things are not going to work out, like you're going to go through mess ups, or things that make you feel like stupid, or that's just a part of the process. It's like you have to start somewhere. You have to put yourself out there in some way, and just like kind of pick a direction and go for it and see what works. And you learn and grow along the way. And that's really all anybody does in life. And you can't like overthink it too much, or um, you just become like overwhelmed and debilitated by how big and scary like everything can be, whenever really it just comes down to small, simple choices that we make every single day. And that's all we're really in control of. And that's the best that we can do to, move ourselves in a certain direction or try to manifest a certain reality for ourselves. It's like we can't change the people around us, or sometimes we can't change things about the environments that we're in, but we can change who we're around and the environments that we're in. Right? Like we can actually get ourselves out of there, but we can't change the environment around us, but we can actually change the environment around us, right? Go to a different one. So yeah, that's kind of, you just have to be willing to like take risks, put yourself out there, be bold, know that you're gonna like, run into hard times, but then also you're gonna experience really good things. And um, yeah, it's all part of the learning and growing process. So you have the 0 on the bottom. So this is very fitting because it's really similar to the Fool. In fact, the Rose Garden, or no, it's the Garden of Lucid Daydreams. So this is the 0 card. So this is literally the Garden of Lucid Daydreams. So it's like you're being invited to step into the unknown and given an opportunity to try to make your dreams become a reality. It's the beginning of the journey is the unknown, but that's like the hardest part is just putting yourself out there and being willing to accept the invitation in your life, and kind of see where it goes and what happens from there. So that's the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and we have the Eye. So I'm getting this energy of like along the way you will see it's like you don't know where to go, you don't know how to approach things. You're like, I don't have like, this is just so unknown, it's so big, it's so scary. And it's like along the way as you go, it will just kind of come to you, like you will learn and grow and mature. And so as you come up upon situations that are new, or that you don't know how to navigate, you will be given the awareness as you go and learn and grow on your journey. So then as you come across new things, it's like you will just be naturally guided or given the information that you need to. That's where spirit steps in to work in your life, and you'll see how um, you're naturally just like given what you need in order to continue forward, as long as you have the correct intention in your heart. So you'll see a lot of like positive growth. Um, yeah, it's like along the way you'll be given the awareness that you need to see things the way you need to see them, or to be able to do exactly what you need to do to be really successful. There's also this energy to where it's like you feel like you don't have enough, or you don't know what you're doing or how it's all going to work out. But as you come upon situations where there's a need, then if it's in alignment, spirit will step in and give you that abundance or give you what you need. So it's like you'll never be without. So in regards to like finances, if something were to come up, then it's like spirit will then also give you a way to make sure that you can meet that. um, so you'll always be like provided for or taken care of on your spiritual journey when you have the right intention in your heart, and you're also putting in the work, and you're going where you're being called to go and doing the things that you're being called to do. So I'm going to get a few zodiac signs that could be relevant, or it's like if these signs kind of come up for you in like the next 3 months or so, then it's a confirmation from spirit. These are like the people that are kind of meant to come into your life or into your journey in order to help connect you deeper. So yeah, these zodiac signs could be relevant coming up. So we have the sun, this Leo energy, and the sun. We have Leo, fire, Queen of Fire, fire and water, Two of Earth, Jupiter in Capricorn. So Capricorn, Ace of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces, the moon. So yeah, water signs, Pisces in particular, fire signs, Leo in particular, earth signs, Capricorn in particular, and all air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And then Jupiter, the moon, and the sun could all be relevant or confirmation. Right now we're in a Jupiter retrograde. So it's like as soon as Jupiter starts moving forward again, it might be easier for you to start to make certain decisions in regards to what you should do, how you're going to be able to do things, or how you're going to be able to dig a little deeper. It'll be like easier to just make decisions in regards to how you should be investing or working, where you should work, what you should do, what direction you should go in. And we also have a full moon eclipse coming up on the 29th, 9/29, so that could be relevant. Sun and moon that just came out. So yeah, at the end of the month, 9/29, just popped in my head. Nature of the mystic, wisdom. You have the knowledge and ability to embody the mystical aspects of who you are. Take the enlightened path offered to instill leadership, teaching, and metaphysical qualities. Cornucopia, prosperity. The earth is plentiful and is reminding you to trust money will flow. Enjoy the fruits of your labor by releasing any fear mindset that blocks abundance. Your value in yourself is your best currency. So that makes a lot of sense, because I was really picking up on, it's like as the need comes up, spirit will provide what you need. So trust that money is energy like everything else, and it will flow. The earth is plentiful, and you can always manifest exactly what you need right whenever you need it. You're never without or lacking. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. We have the coyote and the earth keeper. So I'm going to read both of those for you. The coyote is the symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from shackles that which don't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that coyote brings you the opposite of what you hope for. The lessons offered by coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always bring for your highest good. Okay, so this makes perfect sense, because with all of these reversals here, the Six of Wands in reverse, these two bonus cards in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, I was definitely picking up on, like, it could be friends, family members, it could be the person that you're in a relationship with, it could be like your boss. It's like people who seem like they're supporting you, but then they're actually like an op. They're actually like your haters. yeah, it's like they don't actually want you to like be successful or to pick up and take off in a positive direction, because then that doesn't, the position that they have you in right now, or that everyone around you sees you in right now, benefits them in some way. Like they get some sort of benefit on you being in this like insecure, like struggle energy. So they've pushed a lot of that energy onto you for their own benefit in some way. So it's like it's like it could be the very people that seem as though they like really love you, care for you, support you, but then they're actually like energetically working against you in order to make sure that you don't recognize like your value, your worth, how much you actually bring to the table. So yeah, I was picking up on a lot of that. So the coyote calls to you. This is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment, as they are the true test of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you're being led off course, off the path leading you to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when coyote calls your name. So this is all starting to happen in such a way that it's becoming more obvious to you. And though this may be very painful and uncomfortable, this is happening so that spirit can reveal the truth, or the true nature of the hearts of the people around you. And so you can see who really does have your back and who really supports you. So at times it may feel like even spirit is against you, even spirit is one of your OPs, even spirit is one of your haters. But spirit is playing in the situation as well in order to kind of push things so far that you'll finally see the truth, or the true nature of, or the heart of, what's really going on, people's true intentions around you. And so it's like, um yeah, kind of like allowing things to unfold as they are right now, and like not fighting it. 'Cause there's just a lot being revealed to you, right? Are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that the more superficial, sparky, shiny aspects of your ambition led you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, or manipulate situations to ensure your goal is met. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Beware the shallow waters right now. Something or someone might be pretending to be deep, but that doesn't make them so. No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear, all that glitters there will not turn to gold, no matter how many wishes you make to change that. So, yes, it's like the very people closest to you, or that like it's very confusing, how it's coming across. And so I feel like it's very confusing to you. This is like the very people that like you trust, or that show you so much love or care about you or support you so much, to then see like energetically the reality of the truth behind the intentions behind their actions, like what's really going on a deeper level. It's very confusing, but it's all happening for your divine benefit in order to help free you from what you've been going through in regards to all of this. Because it's um like literally coming at you on all sides is how you feel, and how it looks here. So that's really validating those feelings, if that's how you feel. Just as you're involved in co-creating your world, make sure that this is in focus. Just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you are also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations. You have outgrown your small dreams of success and achievement and are ready to dream big with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, and this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about me any longer. As you care about your body, you show your care for Mother Earth. So begin with the stewardship of your health. What are you putting in your mouth? What are you feeding? Are you feeding on foods and thoughts that are not good for you? Start doing what you know will be good for you today. So again, it goes back to big changes. Manifesting big changes in your life starts with the small, simple changes in every day. So that's really good advice, starting with, being more mindful of what you put into your mouth. And when I first read that, I was just thinking of food. But also, yeah, what you're saying to yourself is another thing that you're putting in your mouth. And that also is feeding your soul. So be mindful of you even being a hater or working against you in some way. Because, yeah, that's whenever you are in that energy, you're kind of like taking on an energy that's not yours, but was kind of pushed onto you by somebody around you. And so, working to kind of clear this and free yourself with this pile here, I recommend doing some sort of like energy work, some sort of like attachment cleansing, like if you burn candles, if you meditate, yeah, if you have like a specific energy worker that you really trust, um, even like a cord cutting or something, or like energy removal, yeah, something to really clear out like any sort of like evil eye or like, yeah, anything that's hindering your perception, your ability to see things really clearly. Um, yeah, even just like meditating. Yeah, or if you'd like a more personal reading, then you can use the link in my description. So I offer quite a few different options for just looking into energy on a deeper level. Um, so yeah, if not, then I'm wishing you guys all the best, sending you a lot of love for this pile here. And that's all I have for pile two. So thank you so much if you watched this far into the reading. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Okay, so pile three, we're using the Wonderland Tarot. Taking a look into your future self. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Hats. And it looks like this person, as soon as I looked at this card, it's like this person's really sad. It's like they feel like their hat, it's like they feel like the hat they want to wear isn't good enough. And so they have to wear something else for a presentation. But then whenever they're alone and no one else is around, they pull out the hat that they really want to wear, that they identify with more. And they're like really sad that they can't like be that person all the time or like be themselves all the time, but they don't want people to think that they're like less of a person or that they're weird or different, or like there's something to where it's like you feel like you can't be yourself or show people who you really are, because yeah, you don't want people to see you as less, see you as different. Feel like you can't like show up authentically, like whenever you're around others you have to like wear this certain hat that's going to be like socially acceptable, or that yeah, that people will, because then we have this girl here, she's wearing like the same type of hat that this sad person is wearing here. um and she's like leading all these people through this door, and then we have this guy too with the pepper mills, the 9 of pepper mills, and I instantly, oh, and then oh, the king of hats, and then the 7 of hats on the bottom. um so as soon as I saw this pepper mills gentleman, it's like you, okay, it's like you feel if you were to wear, be your true self, wear your true hat, like, and then again we have this king of pepper mills, so it's like everyone's wearing that same hat and has that same sort of like posh attitude of like you have to look a certain way or present a certain way in order for them to accept you. um so it's like you feel as though if you were to show up as your true self, show people your true self, try to be who you truly are, like present as your true self or who you truly are, then you will be like excluded from certain spaces. Like certain people will not accept you. It's like you with this door, it's like you won't be let inside to like the finer things or the higher society. It's like you'll be excluded from certain places socially. um so there's something to where it's like, yeah, people will judge you, see you as less as a person, you won't get the same opportunities as you had before. um so you, even though it like makes you sad or you don't feel like you get to like truly be yourself, you feel very disconnected from yourself, or like, yeah, sad that you can't show up as yourself. There's just this fear of being like shut out, ignored, like left behind, like people, yeah, excluding you, not being welcome in certain spaces, or not seeing people, not seeing you in the same way in certain spaces. But what you're not seeing here is like, yes, there are people like this with the king of pepper mills. It's like you, in order to have like a successful partner or someone worthy or successful, you have to like be approved by society or whatever. But like not everyone is like this, not everyone has these like certain standards that you have to uphold. And so you're kind of missing out on, there are other options around you that are also like you, right? It's like they may have to present a certain way. Oh, whoops, sorry. There are other options around you that are also like you, right? And so they may have to present a certain type of way in society similar to you in order to exist in whatever environment that they're in, but they also are like you. They have the same interests as you, or they're a little different and weird like you. And so it's like being, showing up as yourself gives the other people like you the opportunity to see you and see how similar you are, and it gives them the choice to choose you, whereas like before they would have never known how in alignment you are or how much you were like them. Or it's just saying you have more choices and options around you than you realize. Like not everyone has the same like staunch attitude, or like, yeah, not everyone is like as judgmental, or it's like you may have to be like this in certain spaces or like in society, whatever that means. or to be like approved by others, liked by others, to get invited to certain things in order to feel like you're not excluded, right? But there are other options around you as far as choices for like the partner that you have. Um, so then, yeah, if you choose someone who's more in alignment with you, then whenever you go home and you're like kind of behind closed doors, or it's like just you and them, then you can both put on this like similar hat. Like you can both be yourselves and the other person isn't going to judge you or think less of you, or yeah, think that you're like less of a person, or see you in this different light. So there's more options around you to have someone who's more in alignment with you. So then there are certain times where you get to be yourself and have another person see you and like give that same energy back to you. um, so you may just need to kind of open up your mind a little bit. It's like you've gotten so used to keeping up the appearance or the image or doing everything you need to do in order to be like liked and accepted by others, that you're not able to see the other options around you, or you're not giving other people around you enough of who you truly are in order to show them that you're an option for them, right? So it's like you've gotten like too accustomed to pleasing others or like fitting into what others want you to be, or worrying about like other people's opinion of you, to the point where it's like hindering you from being able to see the people around you that are more like you, the options that you do have that are more like you, to where it's like this understanding of like, yes, sometimes you have to put on these certain hats in society or for your job or whatever it is. You have to uphold certain things, or yeah, it's like you want to still get like certain opportunities, but then whenever it's like just you and them, you can like let loose, relax, like be your true like goofy funny self, or be your weirdo wacky self without the other person thinking that you've gone mad. It's like they're also going to give you that same energy back. It's like that type of connection or relationship exists. It's out there. It is an option for you. It's like you just have to be able to see it, or be willing to like be vulnerable and be yourself sometimes in order to like put it out there, in order to be able to connect with another person in that way, or again like show them that you're also an option to them. Like they may not even know that you have that side to you, so then like they wouldn't even know to pursue you, and you wouldn't even know that you're safe with them to be yourself, because you're not even putting it out there enough. Like you're just too worried about what other people think, or other people then judging you or excluding you or leaving you out or something. But it's like if some people kind of judge you and leave you out, there's going to be someone else that's going to see you for who you are and like think that's really cool, and you're going to be able to create an even better, closer bond. So it's like you can't worry so much about other people's opinions, or like let other people like lead you and guide you and control the direction that you're going in and the way that you show up quite so much. Because then you're missing out on other opportunities that would be more in alignment with you, where you could really truly be your full self and have that be seen and appreciated. So you're just so worried about like not missing out on these opportunities with these people that don't even like see you, or you don't even feel safe to show up as like your true authentic self around them. So we have the Star and the Justice. So that's where I'm getting like being kind of like overly led, or like overly letting other people kind of control the direction that you go in, by being so concerned about their judgment or their opinion that you're always presenting or showing up in one way. It's like then affecting your life to the point where you're kind of manifesting things that are only in that same energy. And so then you're always in that space of never being able to really show up or be yourself or let loose. So again, it's like the more you choose to be vulnerable and put yourself out there and like be yourself or express yourself, express your vulnerability, for everyone that you lose, or for everyone that thinks less of you, or thinks that you're weird, thinks that you've gone mad, thinks that you're crazy, like doesn't connect with that, there's going to be someone else who that's perfect for them. That's just in alignment for them. That's so exciting. Or they're like, oh, I didn't even know you were like that. And then you can open up with each other and get closer and deeper and have an even closer bond with that person than you had with the other one, where you were so worried about them like leaving you behind or turning on you or abandoning you if they actually saw who you truly were, right? Um, so we have the King of Oysters. I'm honestly not getting a whole lot for that, so I'm just gonna get a clarifier card. Out of my personal deck. Okay, so the King of Oysters could represent, similar to how the King of Peppermills was coming across, of like, those are the type of people that you're supposed to be going towards, or that you're supposed to be manifesting, or it's like on paper they look like such good options, um, or that's what everyone is like wants, or it's like anyone would be happy to be in that position. But whenever you look deeper into the situation, you see like that on paper they may look like the perfect person or the perfect partner, but then they're not compassionate, they're not understanding, they're really judgmental, they're really withholding, they don't treat you well. Because then we have a big red flag, and my King of Swords in the reverse. So something I say a lot is just like, oh, okay, but go off. Like when someone's coming at you really crazy and what they're saying doesn't even make any sense. That's kind of like my was a big thing I said for a long time, was just like, okay then, but go off, like whatever. you know. And then I have like LMAO, because it's like it always comes with like a laugh, because it's just one of those insane things. So it's like sometimes you need to like communicate compassionately with people and like explain yourself and explain your heart. And you can like develop a closer bond with people by through communication and being honest. And then some people, it's like they're committed to misunderstanding you, or it's like their logic is so like in such a different realm, that it's like the best response is literally just like, okay, but go off. Like you can have your opinion, it whatever, you know what I mean? And just or sometimes you need to kind of like tell people off too and then go about your business. um so yeah, it's like the the people that you're like almost expected to want or to be trying to please, it's like you can see deeper into the situation to see there's actually more going on with them. It's like they're not actually this like ideal partner that you would want. And so it's like you just kind of have to know like the truth in your heart, and like handle these situations however best that you need to. Or it's like, yeah, if people sort of kind of like come at you with like all this weird BS because they're just like judging you based off of their perception, because now you're presenting yourself in a more accurate way, and so then they're like, oh, they're crazy, they've gone mad, or they put like some sort of judgment on you, and then they try to come at you with that judgment. There's some people that it's like better not even to get on their level and try and explain yourself. There's some people that's better to just be like, okay, go off, you can have that opinion, and just know in your heart that then that's freeing you up to then find people that are more in alignment with you and are going to see you, and you're not even going to have to get on that level of constantly over explaining yourself and defending yourself against stuff that doesn't even really make sense and is not actually who you are, but they're just judging you based off of like their perception of other people that may be similar to you or whatever. um so yeah, sometimes like the partner on paper, the person that people would want us to be or to be with on paper, is like not actually what's genuine or authentic to us. And it's okay to allow some things to go or to be released or to remove from your life, even if you feel kind of like excluded or left out, or like, oh, if certain people are not a part of my life anymore, I remove certain people, then I don't have access to certain spaces anymore, I'm not going to get invited to certain things. It's like, be willing to release certain things or let go of the things that aren't for you or aren't really in alignment, or it's like, don't even worry about that, like, because why would you care if you don't get invited to certain places anymore? whenever you can't even be your true self in those places anyways, without them like judging you and characterizing you in some way that's not even who you actually are, you know? So yeah, be less worried about losing access to people or situations where you can't, it's not safe to show up as your vulnerable, true, like authentic self. And know that for all of those things that fall away or fall apart, that don't work out, or leave your life or removed, that this, it's just opening up the space to bring in things that are in alignment with you. It's like this is naturally happening in order to draw you in closer to what is for you. So yeah, accept that experience. So I'm gonna get some zodiac signs to see just like the next 3 months or so, like upcoming in the future. To see like these other options around you. It's like we'll get some zodiac signs to see like when certain, as you meet people or as you move forward, it could be like confirmation or clarity, or zodiac signs are going to be relevant or come up for you in order to kind of show you that you're going in the right direction, or these are the right people for you, or the spirit has kind of sent for you, or just some sort of clarity. It's like you could meet a new person with one of these signs that gives you a job opportunity or something, or just something that'll be relevant for something. Okay. So we have Aries right away. Aries could be relevant. You could be an Aries. King of fire, fire, fire. So definitely fire signs are going to be big, especially Aries. You could be a fire sign. We have the 10 of water, Mars and Pisces, and the King of water, water and fire. So water and fire showing up again. That's crazy. So yeah, water signs, Pisces in particular, fire signs, Aries in particular, but honestly all fire signs. Or it's like, yeah, you could meet someone that has like predominantly fire signs, but then has some water signs, or you could meet someone specifically with Mars and Pisces, and it's like a confirmation. You meet someone with their Sun in Aries and their Mars in Pisces. That's definitely a huge confirmation. And then we have 10 of Earth, Mercury in Virgo. So you could be a Virgo or an Earth sign, or Virgo and Earth signs could be relevant as well. Virgos, yeah, Earth, fire, water, Virgo, Aries, and Pisces in particular. Ooh, so we have 24 on the bottom. The way this person's like screaming, it reminds me of this card. My go off. This is like, but go off. It's like finally letting out the full force of your inner beauty, inner rage, inner fire. So if you are a fire sign, this could make a lot of sense. Or it's like, say you're not, say you're more of like a Virgo or something, and you could need to channel, or you're a water sign, you know, you could need to channel that inner fire and the inner Aries within you to like stand up for yourself, have the self confidence to like set boundaries. Yeah. So we have number 39. So again, it's like shitting on all the people that are judging you. I don't ever recommend that, or that's never my energy, but that's just what this card is like, with a vengeance, moving forward with a vengeance, kicking up dust, like telling people to kick rocks, having the confidence to really not give a F what anybody thinks about you as you move forward. There's a lot of power in that type of energy at times. We have yes. Allow the answer, allow. Okay, that was a huge dyslexic moment. Allow. The answer is yes. Free will can influence outcomes. Use your intuition and discernment as there may be layers of information unfolding. So, should I say something? Should I stand up for myself? Should I follow my instinct? Should I follow my gut? Should I show up as my true self? Should I let people know how I truly feel? Should I be honest? Any of your questions in regards to what's going on here, the answer is yes from Spirit. Winds of change, courage. Allowing change can open up your world in ways you could have never imagined. Dare to live courageously and soar above the clouds to discover new ideas, new people, and new outlooks to see your world in an expanded way. Ooh, so we have lightning and the moon, some of its phases. So I'll read both of those for you. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. The forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. Life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment with your passion and in harmony with all existence on earth. Now lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this initiation release what is in the way of you fulfilling your life purpose. Otherwise, you'll be bound to your karmic fate. This is time to be courageous and daring. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power, in turn, affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from the hiding back into the unconscious. And mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements, or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human spiritual needs. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without the distractions of modern society and have the courage to look at the unwanted or unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains that the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. So, yeah, don't be afraid to be your true self, speak your truth, shine your light. Don't be afraid of the people that you are going to lose when you begin to do this. So, yeah. Trust in the unfolding, trust in the journey, trust that everything is happening to lead you back to yourself or more in alignment with the things that Spirit would have for you in your life. Yeah, so that is all I have for pile 3. Taking a look into your future self. So, I hope you liked the reading or got something out of it. If you watched this far, I really, really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you'd like a more personal reading, you can use the link in my description. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.